All right, let's catch up over here. So, this is our second session playing as France. We're playing as Eleanor of Aquitaine of France. Of course, Eleanor of Aquitaine can lead either France or England. We're playing on Deity difficulty, standard size map, a fractal map. I did max out the city-states because I like city-states, and if you max them out on standard, it's 18, and 18 is a pretty good number. We are hoping to go for a cultural victory, which is fairly tricky on Deity, because one of the things that helps with cultural victories, or tourism victories, is to build lots of wonders, and wonders are quite difficult to get against the Deity AI, because they have such a tech and production advantage, they just tend to beat you to all of them. And yet, somehow, some way... oh yes, Cooler, I'll get to that in a sec, thanks for the reminder. Somehow, some way, we caught our white whale this time. We have built the Petra. A wonder often desired, but rarely achieved, other than, you know, through stealing it through military conquest. That's it. Usually we just outsource the job of building the Petra to the AI. But we actually built it ourselves here, over here in Brussels in the sand. We, of course, are an empire of Brussels. We have, way down here, Brussels by the snow, Brussels by the bay, Brussels in the sand, Brussels on the tip, Brussels on the sea is our capital, Brussels on the rocks over here, and then the besieged Brussels by the mountains here. The Incas did, in fact, start a war. We've been holding off for a long time. Just recently, the walls got knocked down, but they have no melee units nearby. So hopefully we can keep just defending that. Hey, Banana, Petra hype indeed. And yes, Cooler, I'll get to yours in a second here. So we're hopefully going to be able to withstand this. He does not want to peace out yet. Pachacudi? Or Pachacudi? Or no. Doesn't want to peace out yet. Or rather, he will, but he'll require like $1 bajillion from us, which is not acceptable. He hasn't felt threatened, and he does, of course, have a superior military to us. The one thing that's been doing good things for us, and we knew that, like, we knew that Cajamarca was here when he settled Brussels by the mountains, but we knew that the mountains would provide pretty good defense, so we're like, it's kind of okay, and indeed, that is the thing that has kept us safe. Things have been a little bit dicey on the basis that we don't have crossbows yet, and he does, which is kind of difficult to deal with. We are currently beelining the crossbows. Slow down a bit because ironworking doesn't have a boost because we have no iron mine. Because, of course, why would we have iron? We'll never have iron. That's not the way things work in this game. No, no, no. Income's decent right now, which is good. We may be able to build another unit or something in a scooch to help us out. Science-wise, we're pretty much on par with the Deity level AI. I'm actually surprised we don't see anyone with a much higher number when it comes to Deity, because Deity starts with a bunch of extra techs, which means they're closer to establishing their campuses and whatnot early on, and in addition to that, they get something like a 40% boost to their tech and culture output. Now, culture-wise, even though I would like to do culture victory, our actual culture output is fairly low. We don't necessarily need culture because it's a tourism victory, and wonders and things like that will help, but hopefully we can get some theater squares and stuff soon enough. Construction-wise, we've got a few more walls going up. I keep checking the Brussels by the mountain to see when we can repair the walls. The answer is not yet. Right now, we're building another quadrime here, trying to just make sure we solidify the sea thing. Since Cajamarca doesn't have walls, we may, in fact, be able to just bombard it by sea down. We may be able to take it, we may not be able to take it, but if we can at least threaten him, that will increase the odds that he will want to peace out. No iron, only salt, indeed. And Cooler, thank you very much for the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund while we're reading the resubs. I do believe you have become a spokesperson for Paradox? I mean, I guess, in a sense. I mean, I'm also a spokesperson for Civ 6 and things, by various definitions. I don't know, but thanks, cool man. Always nice to have you around. Even though I'm sometimes a little confused. Yes, you can culture convert cities with great works. That is true. If we start to generate more great works, one of the things that we can do as Eleanor is all enemy cities within 9 tiles of a city of ours that has great works will get negative loyalty and might flip. And if a city flips from that, it actually skips the free city phase and directly goes from our opponent to our control. That may be something that we will be able to do later on. But for now, we're just trying to survive by holding on to the Brussels by the mountain. And yeah, without hopefully spending too many resources to do it. It's the trick to doing anything. It's like the whole thing. Anyone can build a bridge that doesn't fall down. It takes an engineer to build a bridge that just barely doesn't fall down. I.e., you know, anyone can fill a ravine like full of rocks or something like that and then call it a bridge or something. But the idea is to build it to specifications without like overkilling it on material. So that's the same thing here. We want to keep this city without having to like dedicate everything we're doing to military, because that would stall our other stuff. So we'll see what we can do. All right, let's next turn this shit and hope we don't instantly lose the city. We just Eureka construction because we finished a watermill. Nice. And we can claim our first great person. It's a great scientist. Gain faith. The Holy Sites District's faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. That, I think, is going to be huge because I believe we have more than one faith district that has huge adjacency. In particular, this one here, even though it's been pillaged right now, has it's at least a +4. I don't know if what the others are doing. Now, it won't tell us here. There we go. 8 faith over here. Are we getting double adjacency right now? Right, because of the policy we're running. So this is a +4 site. I guess we could just use it here, because I think they're both +4 sites. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4 adjacent mountains. Yeah. So we can use it here, and as long as we're running the policy of double adjacency, I think that will also double the science output, which would be pretty amazing. Brussels and Thie did just complete its watermill. We could go and build the lighthouse, which is probably not a bad idea. It's nearly done. It will give a little bit more housing. I mean, wonders and things would be good. Military units would be good. But I think it's actually a pretty good idea to finish this lighthouse. And yeah, I think we are going to send this fella right over here. Teleporting him to Brussels on the sand won't really save any time, so let's not worry about that. We do have the injured unit here. Let's see.
Whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. By the Laird, who just got a resub today as well. The Laird, thank you very much. Pretty rare for me to follow on Twitch, but been following you on YouTube since Master of Magic. Whoa, yeah, that is a fine game. Absolutely. Kind of need to play it again. Age of Wonders is amazing. It's wonderful. But there's still something about the original. The original in that genre, I should say. Thanks for all the entertainment. Just watched some very old Let's Plays of you. Can still see your current brilliance back then. I don't know how much brilliance there is, but I really appreciate the support of the channel. It really makes a huge difference. Thank you very, very, very much. That is super nice. Got to keep the lights on over at Casa de Quill, so thank you. If new cities built on the place that is fit for having an agricultural product, Brussels by the Sprouts. Shit, that's brilliant, Bedinsis. And Furious George, Quill plays so many strategy game commentaries, amazing, likes to involve his community with decisions. Well, thank you very much. Oh, because Astronaut finally found someone who plays strategic games. Well, Astronaut, if you're new to the channel, do make sure to check us out on the YubTubs as well, because it's basically all strategy all the time over there. Let's see. I guess you're not going to heal in place anyway if I promote you, because it's going to use up your movement. So I think I'm going to move you here, just bop the Great General away somewhere, and then I'll promote you here. I think I will take emplacement. Use you as potentially a bit of a sieging force. Brussels by the Sea. No, you just got bombarded again last turn, so I still can't repair your walls, right? I don't know what the timer is for like when you can start repairing walls again, but hopefully we can do that soon. Now, if I just peek out here with the boat, how much movement? I can peek and then pull back. Interesting. Unfortunately, I can't bombard. But I want to see if there was anything defending it. I'm just going to step back to block line of sight and make sure that crossbow doesn't suddenly appear. But we could actually take a shot at Cajamarca next turn. And maybe convince them to, like, drop out of this war. I will move this galley over here because it looks like he might be sending some troops over the sea, and we can maybe bop it with the galley, which otherwise doesn't have anything to explore. Karlstad just went down here. I think it might be important for Brussels on the tip. Well, I don't know. What I want to do is make sure to block this sea lane so that my opponents can't walk through it unless they have open borders, or conversely, just make sure I can. But the fact of the matter is, no matter what, even if this expands to there, we should be able to grab more stuff. I guess the one thing I might want to do is, do I want to buy my way across to here and take this land before Karlstad takes it? Possibly. Got more whiskey and chocolate from Cooler! 1 second there, Cooler. Government-wise, I don't have the discount to buying tiles. I do have Corvée for Ancient Wonders. Now, we're not building any more wonders, right? Because we just finished the Petra. I think what we might do is, in 2 turns when we get our military training, change out of Corvée, pick up the policy to make buying tiles cheaper, and then maybe buy some here. The other argument to be made, though, is save money from potential military construction over on this end. Cooler! Don't sell yourself short. You're smarter than you think. Also, salmon with garlic has a great taste. I totally accept that. Salmon, garlic. I assume something for a little bit of sort of a fattiness, like an olive oil or butter or something in there. I assume they're Cooler. Cooler is a big fan of fish dishes, and not afraid to share his recipes. Thank you very much for that, Cooler. And everyone's being so nice and supportive today. Thank you very much. Remember, you wanted to build a Colossus. Was that the plan in Brussels by the Sea? Because that would be nice. I know we've got a place here. We're going to, in the long term, build the Venetian Arsenal, which is going to be very, very, very powerful there. Yeah, maybe Brussels and the Sea. We'll finish the lighthouse and then start the Colossus. That's a good point. Salmon would be fatty enough. I guess too. Oh, and acid. Yeah, well, a little lemon in there. That would work. The fat would be mostly to maybe give it a crisp on certain sides. Like the skin side, you need a little bit of fat to help crisp that up, maybe. I don't cook a lot of fish. Growing up, I was never a fan of fish. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of units still. Inca, man. Oh, and also Granada, man. Alright, Brussels by the Sea. I can't build the Colossus because... Oh, it's occupied by an enemy unit. Can we kill it? Yes. There we go. Yeah, I agree that would be pretty nice. So let's start. If we get beaten to it, it's hardly the end of the world. Okay, this galley's going to sit here and keep repairing. We have to make sure the swordsman can't start any crap. The problem is I can't cross this river and attack with this archer. Yeah. Now, the swordmen, like the Incas have no problem moving across hilly terrain, although they'll still be slowed down, I think, by the rainforest. So I think we're okay right this second. But yeah, there's something to be said about purchasing what to help block. There's not really anything. So I could move this archer out over here and then purchase another archer, which actually might be the move to do. If I go and move you in here, does that... Yeah, that buffs the strength. Let's do that. I guess I will do this. I realize this archer won't fire this turn, because this is a hill as well, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to purchase another archer here. And then you're going to stay here, and we're going to sort of... The swordman's going to move forward, and we're going to hope we can bombard the crap out of it. This warrior shouldn't be able to do anything, but I think the thing to do is still to just try to soften up the melee units wherever possible. Yes, there's still a very good chance we'll end up losing this city. Okay, the swordman fell back.
All out of iron. If it's natural to kill, how?
So I was going to get the policy to make my tiles cheaper. I don't know if we need to do that. I guess I'll leave Corvée if I'm building the Colossus. The scripture's still good. The caravansary could conceivably be swapped. I'll leave it for now. Maybe the next time we change the policy, we'll consider grabbing the surveyors. It would be great if we have the boost to feudalism. We don't have any. We don't have any builders wandering around. Yeah, this is the other thing that's kind of concerning. Actually, I'm actually not sure we can defend against that. Start working on civil service. We have one envoy, so we can We can break Vilnius from the suzerainship. We can't take it over. But it might still be okay. Era-wise, how are we doing? It's a fairly new era, I thought. Because we'll get era score from flipping people. Let me wait a scooch. Yeah, you wait there too. Come over here. Stay fortified. Blast the melee unit. They actually can't. This is a choke point right here. As is this one here, because of the ocean. I don't think they can walk through here and actually take anything. Buy Victor and put him there. Well, I don't think we have a governor pip. No, we don't. But that would be kind of nice. Actually, I'm going to switch out of Diplomatic League and run more influence. Bastions? Bastions won't help us right now because we don't have walls. City defense strength. Oh, maybe it will work. I'm not sure. It still says 22. I don't know if switching to limes makes much of a difference, although we are building more than a few walls. I don't know. I'm going to pop you. So from 30 science per turn to... Oh, it hasn't actually updated the numbers yet. To 39. There we are. So, still no reparations available. Get to work on just another quadrime for now. Actually, let's do... There we go. That crossbow might become a problem, because it can win a lot of the duels, but it can't fire this turn. Well, yeah, no. And there's nothing in range right now. I guess you'll just sit there. Archer's gonna sit there. Oh, we are stacked on quadrimes. There we go. This is the healthy one. So I'm gonna move you out. Maybe put you over here. And be ready to strike. And yeah, this archer can't do anything. So just wait. Build a chariot or city strength. Well, yeah, if there's a melee unit, it would be stronger. But the range units are kind of important. We are 4 turns away from machinery. We definitely need to make sure we bank gold for that. This is... Oh, trade routes to a city of some type. I think there's a bunch of cultural ones around. I think most people are going to pick that, so we'll do that just to get maybe some votes. I've not tried Pax Nova yet. Yeah, well, I used to say, like, Limes or Limes, and people were like, just say limes. And I was like, okay, I'll just say limes. Fine. So do we actually have a count for era progression? 9 turns, and we're going to Dark Age that. Which is a little annoying if we end up having the loyalty problems here. But I don't think so. I think we're big enough that it's going to be okay. And maybe this means we can Golden Age. Or Heroic Age after. If it stays cheap. Alright, you finish your Ancient Walls. We could build some pikemen, which might not be a bad idea here. Let me do that. I mean, I know I've talked about not committing our entire industry to to this, but I think we'll do it. Liang, I guess we gotta leave you there for now. It's whiskey and chocolate. Thank you very much. Hold on a sec. Go for the lighthouse. That'll open up trade routes too. Which actually, yeah. So here, hang on a second, the whiskey and chocolate. We've got to try to bombard this thing. The problem is, even damage like this, it may be able to one-shot my archers. I don't know. A whiskey and chocolate from Twisty Maze and Little Passages. Hey, thank you. I do love your name, by the way. Quill Korea, Best Korea is great. Got me watching Air United U4 from last year again. Good God, what a run that was. Yes, okay, so Twisty Maze and Little Passages, so thank you very much, is referencing their current Let's Play of European Universalis 4. We're playing as Korea, which is being really amazing. I got a few more episodes recorded than you guys have seen yet, and man, oh man, is it a trip. But yeah, probably my favorite Let's Play is still the Air United run from last year, because it was, I mean, we started as one of the smallest, like, in that area, like, smallest development, landlocked African countries, and the stuff we pulled off in that game was just epic. I'm gonna move here. I do have to get into melee range, like, range 1, rather, for the quadrime. Let's see, our combat strength is 20. The combat strength of an archer is 15. Is there any chance this crossbow can one-shot me? Because a crossbow can one-shot an archer. I think I'm just going to pull back. Oh, I can't. Oh, because of the melee thing. Alright, so I guess we take the shot. I'm a little concerned there that we might just lose the ship.